Hello and welcome back to All About Community. When we went to break, I told you that we would have another candidate for the Alameda County District Attorney's Office. That candidate is Terry Wiley. Terry, welcome to All About Community. I should say welcome back to All About Community because you were here several months ago when you first announced your candidacy. And now it is real, and the election is coming up, I believe, June 7th. So let's talk about your background and why you're running for the district attorney's office. But first, let's go into your background a little bit. Where did you grow up?
Bob, I was born on Travis Air Force Base. My dad was career military, so I was born on Travis Air Force Base in Fairfield, and I was raised in San Jose.
Raised in San Jose. All right.
Yes. Grew up in San Jose. I'm the youngest of 12 kids. I'm an identical twin. Unfortunately, my dad passed when I was 7. And so, we grew up in an environment where we had no illusions of what we had to do to make something of ourselves.
And you made something of yourself. How did you do it?
Bob, it was an understanding that nobody was going to give us anything, and that we were going to have to go out and make our own way, and the path was education, and so we approached our education with a certain determination.
And it's important that you spoke of education because Malcolm X said it best: education is our passport to the future.
That's right.
Tomorrow belongs for those who prepare for it today. And you prepared, is that right?
We did.
And how did you do that?
Well, it was understanding that we always looked at things in the long term and nothing in the short term. And so, when it came to grade school, middle school, high school, I always approached it, and I think me and my brother were somewhat competitive with each other, but we always approached it with an understanding that this was the way for us to make it out of our current circumstances.
And your mother was very impactful.
Yes.
In that process, is that correct?
I shared a bedroom with 5 other brothers from kindergarten through the 6th grade, and there wasn't a Saturday that my mother did not open the door and yell at us to get up and, do whatever our chores were. And during the week, it was get up and get ready for school.
All right.
So we had our marching orders 7 days a week.
And you ended up at UC Berkeley?
I did.
How did you end up at UC Berkeley?
Well, fortunately, me and my brother had some athletic ability, and I wound up going to UC Berkeley to play football. And my brother wound up going to UCLA to play football. And, we had decent careers at the respective schools. But I always, that drive to educate myself, despite the distraction of wanting to go to the NFL, that drive to educate myself gave me a certain discipline, even when I was at Berkeley, that I was not going to spend my time there and not graduate and not leave there.
And you graduated.
And I graduated.
Not only did you graduate, you went on to law school. Is that right?
I did. I went on to law school 2 years after that, and I always wanted to be an attorney.
Always wanted to be a lawyer. All right.
Yes.
And that dream came true.
It did.
And when were you admitted to the bar?
I was admitted to the bar in 1990, and and it came with sacrifice. I mean, I had to work. I had to pay my way through law school, and
And where was law school?
University of San Diego School of Law.
All right.
I've been raised in the Bay Area, so when it came to law school, I wanted to go somewhere outside of the Bay Area because I felt deep down that ultimately I would come back to the Bay Area and practice law. And so it was the opportunity I had to kind of move out of the area.
And you've been at the district attorney's office most of your career, is that right?
My whole career, 32 years.
Your whole career.
Yeah.
All right. Now tell me, why do you want to be now the district attorney of Alameda County?
Well, Bob, I think it starts with my goal when I first came to the Alameda County District Attorney's Office was to stay 5 or 6 years, get some experience, and then go out into private practice with the focus on really making money, because the circumstances that I came.
Well, what happened? Why did you change?
Well, when I got there and I saw the kind of work that we were doing, I know a lot of times people look at the district attorney's office as, us prosecuting people, but when you actually get there, you learn very early that really the power within the criminal justice system, much of it is with the district attorney. And
a whole lot of it is with the district attorney.
And so that although we do prosecute criminal cases, it's a real opportunity to change people's lives. You get an opportunity to make decisions, because we make very important decisions every day.
That's true. Not only in criminal matters, but in civil matters as well.
Civil matters, and we do. We have a consumer and environmental protection division that handles all of the consumer fraud, the environmental polluting of the community. We're responsible for handling all of that in the district attorney's office.
So the district attorney has enormous power, and we're going to have to go to breaks, so don't touch that remote. We will be right back with All About Community. Again, my name is Robert L. Harris. I am your host, and my guest is Terry Wiley, who is with the Alameda County District Attorney's Office. We will be right back.